Hello, and welcome back to AntsGamingSuite. This is your host, Anthony, back with another Genshin Impact video. Wake up and there's this new developer discussion post here. Let's quickly take a look and see what's new. And the first things that we've actually have been debating about and the community has been pushing a lot about is the resin cap here. I know, even for me personally, I find 120 resin is very low for a gacha game. But you do have to realize that the game has only been out for 2 weeks here. And I'm pretty much at AR 40. There's no quest. There's no nothing to do. Bosses are pretty much the same. It's like a rinse and repeat. You wake up and do the same dailies over and over again. So I think for at the moment, 120 is okay. But then again, if you're looking to farm artifacts or even looking to farm talent books for your different ballads and resistance, they do feel like they are going to be taking a lot longer of a time in order to acquire all the materials that you need. And I do feel that way sometimes too, like even just running through a 120 or even pushing it with a refresh rate to 180, it feels like I've just barely minimally been able to acquire enough for one level, and then there's all these other materials. But anyway, I'm going to keep this short and simple in terms of all the updates and discussion that's going to be coming up in the next 3 weeks, which is patch 1.1 here. They're going to increase the cap resin to 160 from 120. 160 is perfect. I don't really see an issue at the moment just due to the content level of side here. However, it does, make me question, okay, 160 resin is going to be a lot more. It's kind of like giving you a bigger bowl with the same amount of food here. There isn't really much of a difference. However, the most important thing that we do have to note is that is the resin refresh rate going to be the same here? Okay, a lot of my friends here, I've seen a lot of Reddit posts and comments and community are asking about the same thing. They didn't really answer it here, but I'm hoping that as the days come closer to patch 1.1, they do update us and say, okay, guys, we are going to definitely be decreasing the amount of refresh time in order to get that 160 that you need in order to be able to play out your full 160 resin. I think that's going to be a lot better for the community itself, even though the 160, a 40 boost increase is, very minimal. Because if you think about it, being able to do, let's say, 6 domain dungeons, or you do the 2 weekly bosses. The 2 weekly bosses take 60 resin. That's pretty much it. And then you have the 40 bonus extra, which you can do 2 domains of, or, 1 little elite boss. And that's pretty much it in the game, unless you do a resin resets. However, there isn't really an issue if you're a casual player who only play maybe a few hours a day. But if you're a person like me that wants to play every day, every hour, and find the most crucial thing ever, then, it is gonna be a huge I guess not very beneficial for us. But anyway, moving on to the next one. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on the resins itself? I personally think it's okay for what it is, considering that it's it's only been 2 weeks in. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's okay, it's pretty trashy in terms of 160 or even 120 at the moment compared to all the other gacha games that I played. There are plenty out there that I've played before and that I've stopped. But anyway, moving on, that is a topic for something else. Next is I want to change the key bindings. Yes. I'm glad they have decided to do a huge key binding change here. This is good news. I really hate the awkward moment when you're like, yo, my character has an ultimate and I gotta do some weird hand sign thing going on, trying to hit the Alt F4. No, that's like rage quitting. I'm just kidding. You gotta try and hit the Alt 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. And it's just simply too awkward when I have a lot of macro keys on my keyboard to use. So I'm glad they are working to implement that. So that is great. Filter artifacts, they're gonna be adding that to able to, see which artifacts and which attributes. That is really good. I'm glad that they add a little icon or something. I don't know what exactly they're going to be working on here, but I think it is a bit of a, the word is cluster F, you know what I mean, in terms of artifacts, because sometimes people are like, oh my god, it's like the character name is at the very bottom and you don't know who's equipped what, and you look at it and it's like, oh my god, okay, this guy's wearing Berserker, and it's like it's a bit of a hassle at the moment. It's very messy in terms of which character is allocated to what. Moving on to that one. traversing game timer, that's nothing too important, but I think the last important thing out of everything that we're going to be aware of is the shield here. There is some damage shield that they are working on, which is going to be very essential as the game progresses from what I can see here, but more details will be confirmed as patch 1.1 comes closer. There is going to be a new event as well, as Genshin Impact has already tweeted that one out here. It is an adventure one. I think it's just, you know, refer your friends to get 100 Primo Gem, which is nothing, guys. Absolute nothing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is it for me. This is just a crash video on simply what I thought, well, my thoughts are, the discussion for the developers, and yeah, what's soon to be. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe for more Genshin Impact video.